Hello, welcome to day 2 of our challenge. If you haven't done day 1, please go back to our previous video and do day 1. And for those who have completed day 1, well done. So today is day 2 of our challenge. I'm Patrina and this is...
Ronald.
So our challenge for today is to eat 2 red apples, that's why we're wearing red, and 2 green pears. Why do we need to eat 2 red apples and 2 pears, Ronald?
Well, in my career, about probably 60 years ago, I met a woman from Tasmania, which is in the southern part, an island, southern part of Australia. It's part of Australia, it's called Tasmania. And this woman was about 94, 95 years of age, and her skin was immaculate. I mean, immaculate. And I was always curious about why people had such good skin. And I approached her and I spoke to her and I said, listen, your skin's phenomenal. Can you tell me what your secret is? And she looked at me and she smiled and she said, my family has had apple orchards in Tasmania from generations before, right? And she said, every single day from the time I had my teeth started, they would give me 2 apples from the orchard.
Like this.
2 apples, right? Every single day. She said, I got in the habit to my parents of eating 2 red apples every single day till now. And I looked at her and I said, I would have thought she was about 60. She was actually about 92 or 93, right? She had basically looked so young because of the regimen of 2 red apples every single day, right? She'd done that from the age of about 3 or 4, from the time the teeth could bite the apples. Now, there's the other interesting thing. As a result of that encounter, I found out that red apples are actually better for you than green apples, but the green can be a bit acidic. It can be used for cooking and you can put honey with it, but the red apples are much, much better. Now, don't get in the habit of just say, if you like pink ladies, don't just say pink ladies Monday to Friday or Monday to Saturday or Sunday. What you do is this, you do 2 pink ladies on Monday, 2 red delicious on Tuesday, 2 Jonathans on Wednesday, and so on and so on. In other words, there's 7,500 varieties of apples worldwide. Right? In England, there's about 16 that you can get. There's Pippin, there's Jonathan, there's Gala, there's David Grieve, Red Delicious. So what you do is this: you go to the shop that's got fresh apples, not supermarket. Go to a farm shop or go to the actual apple farm itself. And then what you do is you buy 3 days worth of apples. In other words, 6 apples. It might be 2 pink ladies, 2 red delicious, and 2 pippin, right? Or 2 galas and so on. Right? So the idea is you buy 3 days worth. Don't buy for 7 days because they will go off. Buy for 3 days and keep them in the fridge. Now the first day, Monday, you'll have 2 red apples, like pippin. The next day, red delicious. The next day, pink ladies. Don't just focus on one variety. You must have, I found out that every red apple's got its own antioxidants. Now, if you do that, you need to really understand this. Photograph your face this way, that way, and that way. Photograph your face and give yourself 3 months. And don't say anything to anyone. Just do it. You're going to see about 3 months later, with people you haven't seen for a while, they're going to stop and look at you and go, wow, your skin is phenomenal. And you can smile quietly because you know it's the apples that have done it, right? Okay, that's the difference. Now, the other ones are the pears. Now, apples are brilliant for improving your skin because why? Because the apple's got pectin in it, which cleans your bowels thoroughly. And when your bowels clean thoroughly, the rest of your skin shows it. Okay, now the next one is pears.
Which split like this. This is slightly ripe.
Yep.
However, this is a Peckham pear.
That's a Peckham pear. It's thin at the top and wide at the bottom, right?
You can also get the conference pear,
Yes.
which is a bit sort of like darker, similar. Similar.
Yeah, my preference is the Peckham pear, right? Now the Peckham is spelled Packham. You can get it quite easily, if not conference, or you can also get Corella pears. Okay. Now, why is that so important? Pears are one of the best fruits for removing high blood pressure. It's phenomenal. If you eat 2 pears every day, your blood pressure will normalize within 6 weeks. Right? So instead of taking heavy duty chemicals to reduce your blood pressure, eat 2 pears every day. So that will give you tremendous. Now, the other thing we'll show you while we prove it is that if you look at this avocado here.
So some people in some countries,
Yep.
they call this the avocado pear.
Pear.
But this is not what we're referring to. We're
Yeah.
referring to this sort
Yeah.
of pear.
That's right.
Okay.
Now, avocado is actually originates originally, I believe, from Mexico or the Peru area, and it's spread around the world. And they've got massive plantations in many parts of the world. South Africa's got it. Australia's got it, especially in Queensland and New South Wales.
We will actually be talking more about avocado on day 4 of our challenge. So be patient, get there.
And just so we clear, the avocado is an avocado. AVOCADO. It is not a pear. Right? It's an avocado by itself, right? So be clear there. And we'll explain to you briefly. The avocado is also excellent for improving your skin because that if you get avocado like that, especially fresh like this, all right? Now, I bought that for 69 pence, right, which is really good value, okay? But so it's well worth it.
Okay, so back to the apples and pears.
Yes.
Remember, you need to wash it.
Yeah.
You need to eat the skin as well.
Yes,
Do
right.
not peel the apple and the pear because just under the skin, there's lots of nutrients as well.
Yes.
So if you're going to remove the skin, then you're going to be wasting a lot of nutrients.
Okay, whilst we're at it, if you buy an apple, to make sure that you get all the pesticides off it, you get a toothbrush, a new one, you keep it specially for that. You get something like veggie wash or even a biodegradable detergent. You wash the apple in that, and then you get your toothbrush and you rub. See that where the stem is there? You get your toothbrush in there and you clean that up thoroughly because there could be residues of pesticides in there. You clean it thoroughly, and then you wash the whole apple. Now, as Patricia said, you must heat the skin. Right? Now, one of my favorite to get an apple so it can get clean. I get a sharp knife and I cut it there like that. I cut it in half or 1/3 like that, and I eat that, chew it well, and I keep on cutting it, and so I can bite, but I find that it oxidates quicker. So by using a sharp knife, cut it like that, you can eat the slice, and the next slice, and the next slice, and before you know it, it's eaten.
Yes, and if you think it's too hard or too challenging to eat 2 of these and 2 of these, what we are saying is that you don't have to eat it in one go. You can have perhaps one after breakfast or with breakfast, and then have a pair at lunch, sort of like just before lunchtime.
Yep.
And then have 2 more after dinner.
Yes.
And whilst you're watching your TV or texting your friends, you'll find that when you're eating these whilst multitasking, if you want to, watching TV, for example, or watching a movie, it just goes like that.
Yes.
Before you realize it, you've done 2 red apples and 2 pears.
Yeah. And if you get this habit into your going with 2 apples and 2 pears, within 6 to 8 weeks, you'll be amazed how much younger you will look. You'll be amazed, and you'll find also your bowel movements will be much better. And when that happens, you'll clean your bowels, and then that by its secondary effect drives the skin into a really vibrant condition, really healthy, right? When people touch my skin, they can't believe how smooth it is. And that's because I eat fruit on a regular basis.
Okay, so that's day 2 of our challenge. Remember to share this 5-day wellness challenge with your friends and let us know how you get on. We're here to answer your questions as well, or if you've got any hurdles, any challenges on getting these challenge done, then we will be here to help you. So get in touch with us. Till tomorrow, take care. Bye-bye.